Hi guys, Shrikant here. Welcome back to the channel. In this session, we are going to see what is the table, how to format the data into table format, what are the uses of data in table, what are the advanced filters, and what are the other options available in the data format. So first let me show you what are the uses, and later point of time I'll show you how to make all these things, right? So here you can see there is a data like mark sheet. Okay, so this is the advanced filter what I've been talking. So for example, if I have to know Haider Ali marks, right? So if I click here on Haider Ali, see automatically the data of Haider Ali will be displayed over here. So these filters are also useful, but when you have large data, right, when you have thousands of data or lakhs of data in one Excel, you will not be able to remember all the names, right? So and Excel will also take some time to filter the data from the drop down. So this is the advanced filters with which we can filter the data very easily. If I want to know Kajal information, see, it will filter out Kajal, Nitin Gupta, right, Premjit. So in this way, using this advanced filter, we can filter out the data, right? If I want to remove all the filters, here you see option here, click on close, all filters will be removed. Okay, so one more option, you see a value here. This is the total column of this max. Okay, if you hit this drop down, you can see n number of formulas. Okay, if I click on average, it will give me the average of the marks. It will give, if I want to check the count, it will give me the count. Okay, if I want to see what is the maximum value, I can use max, minimum. So there are many values here where using which you can get the results. Let me tell you how to use this or how to make this happen. Okay, to know the in detail information about the table formats, let's get into our channel. First we'll see what is a table format. Here I have some data which says roll number, student, English, some subjects, there are marks. Can we say this as a marks table or student table? If your answer is yes, that is wrong, since it maybe looks like a table, but it is not a table. Let us see why. Okay, let me format this table, this information into a table format. Now let me copy this and paste somewhere else. Let me copy this now and paste it somewhere else so that we can understand the difference clearly. Okay, okay, so what is this now? See, you see a clear difference here, right? This is normal text which has been drafted in the table format, but the data what you are seeing here is a proper table. Now we'll see what are the advantages of having data in the table format. Okay, for example, if I want to add an additional column here, like if I want to know what is the total marks of that particular student in the class. Okay, I want to know the marks here. Okay, what I'll do, I'll put the formula, right, sum. Okay, this is the marks, total marks of Kajal. So if I want to to see the total marks of the total students, what I'll do, either I will click here, or else I'll select all the cells and use Ctrl D. So if someone who knows this shortcut of clicking here, that is well and good. If someone doesn't know this kind of shortcut, right, that person or that individual has to select all the cells till the bottom and click Ctrl D. Since we have only 25 lines, that is very easy for me. Imagine if you have thousands and thousands of data and you want to select all the cells and hit Ctrl D, that is a painful work, right? So let us see how this will function in the table format. See, when I hit enter, you must have been noticed two things. The additional column is also it also added a filter, and the format also got appended, right? So if sum okay plus plus plus, you can see as you can see the difference, right? See, when I put the marks, when I put the formula in the data which is in table format, it is showing me the column names instead of cell reference. If you see the formula over here, it says CG to G2, whereas if I put formula in the data which is in the data format, it says like English, Hindi, physics, chemistry and maths. And if you have noticed, when at the time of when I hit enter here, the formula got applied to all the cells automatically, right? So this is one of the advantages to have the information in the data format, data table format. Now we'll see what are the other uses of having the data in data format. Okay, for example, I want, let me put this data validation here. Okay, click on data validation. Okay, list source is here. Okay, click on OK, right? So as you can see, the names got added in this drop down. Okay, so for example, if I've added, in the next year or next academic year, one more student got added, say Sachin. Okay, if you see in this drop down, where was my data validation? Okay, in this drop down, if you see, Sachin name will not be present, it will not be available. I have to put the data validation again and select the range, since if you see my data validation is only till B25, but new name is in B26, right? So data which is not in table format will this will not get automatically updated in the data validation. Let us see how this will work in let us see how this will work with the data which is in table format. Okay, let me go to data, select the data validation, hello list, let me pull this aside. Okay, now give the range here. Okay, now see, as you can see, the list of names got added here. Okay, now let me add Sachin over here. Okay, now let us see the data validation drop down. See, you can see Sachin got added in the drop down. So this is the main usage of the data having in the table format. Okay, so if you want to format this table into different colors, put your cursor on this table, go to table designs. You see, right, there are many options of table designs. You can select anything. Put your cursor on that particular selection, you can see the preview on the other side. Okay, let me select this green one. Okay, so and if I see, okay, there's one more usage. If I want to select this range, okay, if I want to select this data which is in non-table format, I can do this. Okay, if someone knows shortcut shift control down arrow, right, enter data will get selected. So if in this case, if there are gaps in between the data, let us assume. Okay, now I want to select this data, shift control down, again shift control down, again shift control down. So I need to take multiple steps, right? So if you have the data in table format, see, the selection is very easy. Take your cursor on top of the cell. You can see that diagonal arrow mark, then click on that mouse click. See, the data got selected. So let us assume there is some data missing in between. Let us see now how it will function. Okay, take your cursor there and see, entire data got selected irrespective of the gaps in between of the data. So these are the uses of having data in table format. Now we'll see what are the other options available for the table format. Okay, let me take my cursor to the right side. Okay, let me delete this additional values. Okay, see, the format remains same. Let me delete this entire sheet, entire row. Okay, so if you want to see more options related to table, place your cursor on the table. You can see there is a table design. Okay, so these are the other options which are available in the table. So if you want to name any, if you want to give any name to your table, you can place it here. Remember, this table name will not accept spaces. If I want to give like student marks list, STUDENT students, it will not accept spaces. I'll give underscore marks. Okay, this is how we can give the table name. So before we go into see how to add the advanced filters and drop down with formulas, let me show you other options as well here. So let us see what is this first column option. So if I click on this first column option, see, it will highlight the first column information, right? So I want to highlight these marks. Okay, I want to highlight total marks of each candidate. I'll click on last column. So this will be formatted with the fill cell color. Okay, so let us see what is this banded columns. If I click on this, see, the format of this table is getting changed. Okay, when I remove this mark, you can notice there is an change in the format. This is nothing to go with data, just it will change the formatting of the table. Okay, now we'll see how to add the advanced filters, right? So place your cursor on the table, go to table design. Okay, let me take this move cursor from the right side. Okay, click on this insert slicer. Okay, you will see a dialog box here, insert slicer. So this will ask what are the columns you should have as a filter. Okay, here I'll take students and roll numbers. Okay, click on OK. Okay, you see there are two tables appear over here. These are the advanced filters. Okay, now I want to see Kajal marks. Okay, if you have these filters available on your screen, you need not to worry about these filters. There are no use now. Okay, now I want to see the Kajal marks. I click on Kajal. See, all the Kajal marks are highlighted here, filtered out here, and you can see the Kajal roll number is also filtered here. Okay, so if I want to see Nitin Gupta, when I select Nitin Gupta, Nitin marks are here and Nitin roll number is here. So as you can see, there are other items which are being unhighlighted. Those means these are read only. Okay, so if you select these also, no action will be performed. Okay, so if you want, if your boss says I do not want to see these values, I only want to see the values which have data, or okay, in that case, click on the table, right click on the table. Okay, go to slicer section, slicer setting. Here there is an option called hide items with no data. Click on that and click on OK. See, if I click on Kajal, only Kajal hall ticket number will be available here. Okay, in this way you can hide the remaining information also, right? So this is how you can use the advanced filters. If you want to remove these filters, just click on close button. clear button. Okay, all the filters will be gone and you can see your entire data. If you want to remove this, there are no option, as you can see there is no close button here. Select that and click on delete from the keyboard. Okay, this will delete the slicer. Now we'll see how to add a row with all the formulas in the drop down. Put your cursor on the table, go to table options. Okay, and you can see there is an option available here, table total row. Click on that. You can see there is a row got added here with name with a header total. Okay, now here you can see this is the sum of all these marks. Let us check. Okay, what is the sum? 9559. Okay, now here I want to see the average. Instead of total, I want to see average. I'll hit this drop down. I'll select average from this drop down. So this is the average of this total marks. Now I want to see maximum value. Click on the drop down and select maximum. So this is the maximum value in this marks. I want to see minimum. Select minimum. So you can see the minimum value in this total list of marks. So this is how you can put the advanced filters for the data which is in table format and add the different functions in the drop down for the data which is in the table format. So this is all about this session. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and forward this video to your friends and colleagues who wish to learn the table format. So in the coming session, in the next session, what we are going to see is we are going to see how to make this kind of star ratings using conditional formatting. Thank you for watching.